I'd just like to mention a little point on safety. In a workshop, you've got many sharp and dangerous objects. Power tools that can do severe damage. So learn how to use them correctly and always follow the safety precautions with them. Never remove safety guards unless you really feel confident with the tool. Protective gear. Goggles, ear defenders, masks, etc. It's a domestic workshop, there is no regulations, but common sense prevails. When you think you need them, use them. Okay, having said that, now let's get on with today's project. Okay, a cube within a cube. There it is. Now, it's simply made out of one square block of wood, a cube of wood, exactly the same dimensions on all sides. Don't use a piece of laminated timbers, don't join bits of wood together. The whole idea of the trick is that no one can see any joints. If you glue two bits together to make it, you'll see a joint line and people will assume you've put it inside and then glued it together. So it needs to be one solid block of wood. It's a simple thing to make, just a few basic markings, a few basic instructions, a few basic tools. Makes for a nice little party piece, good little ornaments, show on your shelf. Visitors come round, nice bit of conversation made from it. Trying to puzzle out how you got that in there. Right, okay, so let's have a look. We start off with a stock piece of 3x3. If you buy it milled up, it'll probably be exactly the same. You can check it, exactly the same all round. So that dimension you don't need to worry about. What you want to do is make that dimension exactly the same as them. Easiest way of doing that, get your chopping board, lock it down, put the piece against it, like so. And then use another piece of wood, any kind of wood you've got. There's a piece, bit of flatboard, sit it against it, and then use your bench stop against that. Keep that in place and release the saw and the piece of timber. Now, you turn the timber that way and cut it, it's going to be exactly the same size as it was when it turned the other way. So we do this. Now that is the same size as that in every which way we go. Right, okay, the first thing we do is find the centre. Now this must be precise, so use a tool that you know works, a guide rather, that you know works. You only do it on one side, the rest will repeat themselves when you've got the drill press set. But what you do need to do now is, on them four sides, mark one corner, just so that you can orientate yourself when you're working on the press. You don't need to bother with the end grains because they flip over. Now to the press. Now I'm using a 45mm portion of it, which will give me a nice big circle opening, but not too big as to make the side walls delicate. And now I've already set this all so that we're on centre. Set your pillar drill so that it is on the slowest possible speed, and initially we're just going to go down a few mil just to mark where we are. And that just shows us the circle that we're taking out. Then what we have to do is mark across there, showing us a straight line of exactly where the two intersect. The diagonal line intersects with the circle we've just drilled out. Any which way you want, as long as it gives it that intersection. Like so. Now what we do is we set the stop, the depth stop on the pillar drill down to a couple of mil up from that line. Just a couple of mil up from the line. And lock it off. Right, now we want to mill down that depth on all 6 sides. Start with the end grain first, because that's the hardest, and if we do the others first and then the end grain, the hardness of that could rip the whole thing apart. So, there we go. Make sure you keep your table clean, otherwise it'll offset your centres. Right, that's the 2 end grains done. Now, doing the 4 sides, make your cross this side at the back each time, so you're just rotating it over that way and the orientation will stay the same. Now you'll see already on that one we've started to break through. We'll do that again on the other 3 sides. Okay, now what I want to do is reset the press just down another mil or so and slowly keep creeping his way on all sides until we're virtually at the point of it falling out. What I like to do is do the opposite sides together and then do the in-between ones, and if it does break through it's still got some stability to it. Okay, so we now just have that side and that side left to do, so we need to creep down nice and slow. That one and then the last one. Go down another mil yet. Okay, that's that done. Next what I want to do is take a sharp knife and just pare out the corners. Nice and gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it over, do the 4 again. And the rest of them have come free there. And there we have it. It's now free and within itself. Okay, that's the outside sanded. Inside there you can use anything, a little rolled piece of sandpaper will do the job. There, now you just need a little bit of sandpaper just to take the very edges off. Okay, and there we have another cube within a cube. So, give it a try at home, see what you think of it, see how easy you find it to be, and when you've done that, come and watch my next one, because next time we're going to do a cube within a cube within a cube. As you can see in there, we've got another little cube inside that one.